What's good, YouTube world? It's J Coffee Talk. Tapping back in with another one, y'all. We got some hip hop news regarding the music. A rapper sitting behind bars fighting for his life, trying to get out for many years now, though it ain't nothing new. But we got an import, and we got to talk about some bingeable TV content. Let's talk about it all. Let's jump right into it. So first up, man, we're talking about Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull. I know you guys is like, coffee, Pitbull. Yeah, like, first off, everyone, off the rip, comment and let me know what you guys think of Pitbull as an artist. Over the years, like, Pitbull's crazy getting to the bag, you know what I mean? But nowadays, over the years, he's kind of trended and transcended into more of, I guess, a pop artist, I would say. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know if you agree or not. But he's more of like a pop artist nowadays. He's all over the place. He's doing big things. But some years back, I knew Pitbull as an MC, as a straight spitter. Affiliated with Lil Jon. I know you guys all remember that Cool video. The Miami Money is a Major Issue album. And he's just a different kind of artist nowadays. But I want to know if y'all rock with him or not. But anyways, he's got a new song out that's a banger. That's strictly on some hip-hop-ish. It's strictly on some gangster-ish. And what I'm talking about is this song called Bloodsport, which is the theme song for this Netflix Cocaine Cowboys Docuseries. As you know, Cocaine Cowboys, the movies brought to you by Billy Corben. How many of them there been? 3 of them, I think. I don't know, but Billy Corben's a cool dude. They made them dogfight movies too that had Dada 3000, 5000, who rocked with Kimbo and all that. R.I.P. to Kimbo in Miami. Like, Billy Corben's just putting out content all the time on everything Miami. Although the dogfight stuff, I think, took place in Opelika, but for all the South Miami cats out there, Opelika, more or less would be kind of considered Miami area in a sense, right? But anyways, talking about the bingeable TV content, which is something else that J Coffee Talk likes to blog on, movies, TV, shows, all that good stuff, He's got a series out now called Cocaine Cowboys, Kings of Miami. And it's the tale of these 2 brothers who went from apparently at one point in time being petty weed dealers in high school and turned into, as y'all could guess, straight up cocaine cowboys, racing boats and all kinds of, wild-ish, you know what I mean? And he documents it all on this new Netflix series that just dropped. So tap in and let me know if you guys, watched it, if you're gonna watch it, if you're rocking with it, if you like the Cocaine Cowboys movie. Let's discuss it all below in them comments. If you're new over here, make sure to subscribe as well. But that's what we do on J Coffee Talk. We talk it up on all these different topics: music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. But anyways, on the hip-hop side of things, getting back to talking about Pitbull, like I said, he used to be a spitter back in the day before he was this, worldwide pop artist. And on this theme song, this Bloodsport song that I'm talking about for this Cocaine Cowboys series, he's getting back to the rapping. This song is dope, and what I like about it is it's like a concept song. And he does something that we've seen a couple of the greats do before. We're talking about Nas, talking about Tony Yayo, just 2 that pop up in my head. But what I'm saying is he's rapping as an object, I guess, or a substance in this situation. And why I say Tony Yayo did it, if you guys remember off the G-Unit mixtapes back in the day, Tony Yayo had that verse where he said, "Picture me being crack," and he rapped as crack. You feel me? He said, "You can sniff me, cut me, I'll turn you to a junkie. I'm the #1 seller in the whole fucking country. He said, white boys don't call me coke, they call me blow. Or yeah, he said, Wall Street dudes, they caught me on the low. White boys don't call me coke, they call me blow. You move 100 grams, you going forward, some ish like that. He was rapping as cocaine or crack, like he was the drugs, you feel me? He said, I'll pay all your bills and fill the refrigerator. Hide me in your Nikes, Tims, and Reeboks. You feel me? Like it was just so dope. He was rapping as a substance, something different than just, what a average rap track consists of. Like that was some dope ish. And no disrespect to Tony Yayo, the man's nice or whatever, but his hip hop career didn't really flourish like that, and there's not too many songs that Yayo's really remembered for. He's always, when his hip hop career comes up, more or less, it's always like, oh yeah, that's 50s Yes Man, that's 50s Flunky, and his album flopped like a motherfucker, Thoughts of a Predicate Felon, and we never heard from him again. You feel me? Like on some real ish, where is Tony Yayo? I know he pops up on social media from time to time, but like, Tony, what are you doing these days? Okay, but I also mentioned Nas. Nas had a song where he rapped as a bullet. You know what I mean? Where he was, or no, I'm sorry. He rapped as a bullet and a prison cell or something like that. He said, I want to be more than that bullet that spits through your dome. Or no, that was one of the Bravehearts. But Nas rapped as the prison cell, where he said, I'm hotter in the summer, colder in the winter. If the board parole you, then another con will enter. And he's talking about, I hear your thoughts and your prayers even when you're whispering. It's just dope, to see a rapper do something like that. It's like genius to me. And Pitbull's doing it on this track. And yeah, he's rapping as a substance too, just like we were talking about Tony Yayo did. Pitbull's rapping as the Yayo, and he in the verse, that's on the theme song, he talks about the different names that Blow's been given over the years and whatnot. But it's different than kind of what Yayo did, because Pitbull, being from Miami, being a Miami native or whatever, is rapping about it from the perspective of Miami and the whole cocaine cowboy history of Miami. Like I really was feeling this track. I thought it was dope. Like I said, it's a concept verse, and he's just going in. It's got a nice beat and everything, in the way, that this song just highlights what this docuseries is going to be. The whole vibe of it all is just wild dope. So comment, let me know if you guys heard the song. Like I said, it's Bloodsport. You see Billy Corben tweeting about it as the series just dropped. Like, this is some dope ish. So for a lot of people, might have not even really knew that Pitbull used to be like a respected MC on the come up. They might have always only known Pitbull as this, cheesing in the camera, salsa dancing on Dancing with the Stars, and, doing award show and NFL performances and whatnot, on collaborations with Neo and all that. Like, nah, man, Pitbull really could spit. So tap in, comment once again, talk about the Pitbull track if you heard it. If you didn't, go listen to it, come back and comment. Comment if you used to rock with Pitbull back in the days when he was an MC on his episode. I mean, he's still an MC, but y'all know what I'm saying, when he was getting it in that way. When he has an episode of Drink Champs where they talk about it all in great length. And also tap in and comment and let me know if you're going to watch the show, like I stated earlier in the video. Now let's, segue into this other story that I wanted to cover real quick. As I stated in the beginning of this video, we're talking about a rapper that's fighting for his life to get out of prison. He does not want to die in there. And we're talking about C Murder. You know what I mean? Master P's brother, Corey Miller, been behind bars for the longest. Back when we saw Trump handing out pardons on his last day, active on his way up out of office, Kodak, Harry O, Lil Wayne and everything. We saw Boosie Badass tap into the convo on social media and be like, yo, what in the fuck is good? get C Murder a pardon, but Boosie was unaware exactly how pardons work. It's a Fed, president can only give the pardons out on Fed cases, and C Murder has a state case, and it's been a long road. You know what I mean? He's been behind bars for the longest. Very shaky case. Not a lot of evidence on the case. Accused of killing a fan. You know what I'm saying? Kim Kardashian jumped in the convo back then when we were talking about when Boosie was speaking on this, trying to do what she can to get C Murder out, as she's helped free a lot of people. But with C Murder, nothing's really budging. We even saw former No Limit Soldier, or I guess still No Limit Soldier, Mac Phipps, who was kind of in the same situation, or was in the exact same situation as C Murder, get freed from prison recently within the last couple months. And even after it was all, in motion happening, that Mac Phipps was finally getting out, that shit took like another few months to happen. It's crazy, man. And you see Mac and C Murder, spent time behind bars together, took a lot of photos together and everything. And Mac is home, and I know he wants to see C Murder coming home, but it's just wild. It's like, even with the case kind of being bullshit, this man is still sitting behind bars. But he's put out this message now saying he's on a hunger strike. You know what I mean? It's not even just about this shaky murder conviction. It's about the mistreatment of inmates in the prison he's in during this health crisis. You know what I mean? People not getting the proper tests, the proper attention, people dying behind bars. He's asking for everyone who has family members in that prison to get statements, you know what I mean? Contact attorneys. He's more or less trying to start a movement, because anyone who's tried to help C Murder really has been unsuccessful, other than when he was out free for a little while some years back, when his appeal was put through, but the conviction stood. So other than that, nothing's really been able to happen in this man's favor. And for anyone out there who might think, oh man, pluck this guy, his name's C Murder, he probably did that ish, I'm telling you, look into this man's case. Really go over all the info. Peep a lot of the corruption that seems to be going on here. Same thing with Mac Phipps' case. Like, something about Louisiana, New Orleans, they don't like the rappers around there. We heard Snoop Dogg talk about when he went and moved to New Orleans when he signed with No Limit. And, we heard him and Master P talk about how down there in the deep South, they are not in, I can't speak for everywhere, I'm just telling y'all what they said, that they don't like to see these rappers, living that life. And I'm telling you, if you go over both of their cases, like I said, you don't believe me, look into Mac Phipps' case and C Murder's case and tell me that they didn't convict these dudes off of some straight up bullshit, really, at the end of the day. Like, it really seems like they're targeting these rappers there. And C Murder really getting a lot of attention as he tapped in on social media with this message to everyone. And comment and let me know if you guys think something can happen in C Murder's favor. Because another wild, thing to point out with C Murder's whole case is he was not convicted unanimously by a jury. Okay, 12 jurors, 10 of them said that C Murder was guilty, not 12. And jurors have come out since then, stated that they were more or less forced into, when they had 9, or they originally there was only like 8 saying guilty. Pressure was put on the jurors to get 2 more of them to say, okay, he's guilty. Just like witnesses who recanted in Mac Phipps' case and C Murder's case, talked about how, when they recanted, they were pressured and intimidated and lied to give the statements, that were damaging to C Murder's defense and stuff like that. And then, when other people confessed in Mac Phipps' case, they just flat out didn't take the confession. Like, this shit is just all seeming very corrupt. Like I said, really look into these cases If you don't believe me, go look yourself. You know what I mean? Do your digging. But anyways, this non-unanimous juries being able to convict these defendants has been deaded by the Supreme Court in Louisiana. But you would think with that happening, that all old convictions that were tended to or whatever were non-unanimous juries would either have to be retried or looked into or whatever. But the Supreme Court ruled, nah, this isn't a retroactive thing. And it's just tough, man. C Murder's been behind bars for a long time, like I said, with the exclusion of him coming home during that one appeal. But here he is behind bars, reaching out to the people. He says for people to contact his publicists. I guess, maybe if people want to try and see if they can, do some work to help free C Murder. As we know, when it comes to the internet and social media and whatnot, yeah, there's a lot of negative things that happen, but in other situations, we've seen the positive things that can happen. Like a police officer does some real fucked up ish to someone, and the people speak out everywhere, and something happens behind that, or like in New Jersey, that racist jackass that went viral treating that man and his family like shit, just like not even a full month ago, or maybe just a month ago, and people spoke to each other. Or that racist army drill sergeant or whatever, where everyone tapped in with each other and went and showed up there and protested, and he was arrested. And the same thing like that racist jackass in New Jersey. So what do y'all think about this with C Murder? Do you think he will come home? What are your thoughts on the case? Are you a fan of his music? Do you plan to, hit up his publicist to see what can be done? You know what I mean? Like, let's talk about it all below. C Murder's been down a long time, and you see he's on a hunger strike trying to ask for the people's help. Let's talk about it all below, as well as that, first half of the video, the Cocaine Cowboys Pitbull discussion. Let's break it all down in the comments. You know what I mean? That's what I do over here, tapping with you guys, the people. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for much more content. Music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more, y'all. It's J Coffee Talk signing out till next time, and I'm gone.